story with many complicated strands, but the outcome of that was we withdrew from that project before it went full-time, before it went to its kind of full demonstrator. And I thought I should just mention that in among all of this, we are also open to and looking for commercial activity. We do some work that of that kind. We've been represented by Creative Artists Agency in Los Angeles as games designers. They never made a penny out of us, but we tried. And we've been in relationships with venture capital, investors of various kinds at different times to look for models to do that. So far, we've not found a model that actually works, and each time it's either gone not very far or one side or the other has withdrawn at some point. But personally, I'm very open to that, and you can imagine that for some people this is really controversial. I thought it was interesting that Gerfried uses the word compromise, because I am quite a big fan of compromise. I think it's a very an old-fashioned and unhelpful idea that the artist is a hermetic creature who has their vision of the world and does their thing without anyone else getting involved, and to intrude into that bubble is to sort of dilute or pollute the artistic world. I think that that's a kind of modernist ideal, and that's one that's not seen at many times in history or in many places in the world, and I'll be interested to see whether any of you agree or disagree with that. I'm going to be quite brief because there are a lot of us to speak, and so I'm going to kind of leave some trails hanging. But I wanted to mention about this idea of collaboration, which was kind of flagged up in the description of this event, which is that clearly we're collaborative at a kind of core level. There are now 3 of us left standing. It's artists in Blast Theory, myself, Drew Rofar, and Nick Tandevanich. But we're a team of 6, and we work intensely closely with our 3 colleagues to realize our projects. And then on top of those, we have 6 associate artists who we work with on a regular and ongoing basis. And then outside of that, we, of course, like so many creative organizations, have a constellation of freelancers and colleagues who we work with from time to time over periods. And then we have these partnerships that I've kind of outlined that go then out even further. So you have this kind of onion skin of different relationships and communication flowing in and out throughout those different sets of layers. And to me, when that works harmoniously, you create by far the strongest and most productive work. But it's an extremely difficult challenge to get all of those relationships functioning